Hello class, this is your class summary from the Early Bird class about the experiential learning topic in Module 6. The prompt question was, please write about an experiential learning activity in which one of the following three theories was important: reflective practice, situated cognition, or communities of practice. Please identify which one of these theories apply, how effective the learning experience was for you, and why. We had some great answers to this question, and I was interested that most of us chose situated cognition to talk about. The other two topics were mentioned once, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about the reflective practice first, and that was from Emily Waddell. She related reflective practice to her experience as an academic coach. She did reflection on action and adjusted her way of coaching by adjusting to listening better to her students. She would hit the assignment, and then she would tailor the rest of the conversation to the students' needs, and she found that that was much more effective. Frederica Cowley responded that that was similar to CARES coaching. That was our only reflective practice. The other one that wasn't situated cognition, that one was from Frederica Cowley, and she entitled hers Learning to Navigate, and hers was Communities of Practice. And she said that in the workplace she had learned to use a program called SSC Campus at the University of Memphis, but now it was called Navigate, and her office was one of the first ones to use it, and that she caught on quickly, and now she's on the leadership team for Navigate and has become a teacher of Navigate and how people can use it. Anna Myers wondered if that was available for graduate students, and Frederica said she wasn't sure, but she could give her someone to contact, and Anna seemed to appreciate her making that connection. The rest of our replies to this were on situated cognition, and the first one I want to talk about is Anna Myers. Anna said she had taken an MIS course, and that it was initially baffling to her, but because it was so well taught, there were things in there that she really learned from, and one of those was bringing in articles each week to share with the class and hearing from the other students what they had, their articles that they had brought in, and that many other techniques for situated cognition were also used, such as role play, case studies, and simulation games. Makita Porter Carr highlighted the case studies and the role play in her response. And going on to Makita Porter Carr's initial post, she used situated cognition in grant writing for technology integration. It was a class on this, and in that class they researched grants, they met with people who were working on grants, they met with teachers to get their opinions on the classroom technology, and Emily Waddell appreciated the variety of approaches that Makita reported. Ruth Lockard used her experience as a mother in childbirth to talk about situated cognition. She said that when she was pregnant, she did extensive research on types and methods of childbirth, and took prenatal and childbirth classes, classes on how to breathe. She wanted certain scents in the birthing room, music, and had her bag packed early. She contacted her social network, and then she found out that a whole lot of this was a matter of figuring out how to take care of the baby that you have. Anna Myers and Makita Porter Carr both enjoyed the post and expressed some appreciation for all the work that Ruth put into this, especially the idea that birth could be a learning experience. Marcus Sorelson's example of situated cognition I found very moving. He talked about, his title was The Communist Party in Western Thought, and in his he highlighted an experience where he taught a civil leadership class covering ideas that he thought would be offensive to the Communist Party, and so in process of trying to explain that he was going to cover this material and not wanting to see any of his students get in trouble, He got a student who was a very bright student and always helpful to help him translate his message. It turns out that this student is a member of the Communist Party and that she was the leader of the class for the government. And she put him at ease and explained to the class what he was trying to say. And he learned from this that people that don't understand don't give good advice. And that many of the people that he had trusted for advice up to that point really didn't understand the culture that he was in. And the replies to that there were several, but one from Harry Dower was that he had often thought the same thing. Of course, Harry is in Japan and married to a Chinese woman, and so he understands Asian culture maybe better than many of us would. Frederica Cowley wondered how Americans would be perceived when she goes to Europe with her daughter. And I think I've covered everybody's replies. Enjoyed this very much, and appreciate you guys listening to the video. Hope it helped, and y'all have a good day or night, depending on when you're looking at it. Goodbye.